But yeah, I guess it is like with older people, especially where it's like it doesn't matter what the content is. If it's like they just hear like bad words, and sometimes they like clam up. They're just like, no, we don't like that.
Which is weird because they're old now. It's not like they're old in the 40s and they're like, what's this? It's like you grew up with stuff. You know.
Bro.
You said the N-word a lot. Yeah, you meant it.
And you liked saying it. You like enjoyed saying it.
You're mad that it's gone now.
Yeah. You helped throw rocks at kids when the schools were being desegregated, and you're like, don't curse.
For sure, because old people now are like what would you say, like old, like 70 or 65 and above?
Yeah.
So like 30 years ago, they were our age, and that was in what?
90s.
The 90s?
Early 90s.
I guess it's like my parents are old people now. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, my parents cursed a lot. And
yeah, dude, if you can jog when the Simpsons were good, you don't get to be like, oh my.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It should be more into that shit. The older I get, I think the like shittier of a person I'm going to be instead of just like anything goes.
I agree.
Yeah.
About you.
Thank you.
We said that.
Everything goes.
Yeah.
Everything goes. I mean, unless you know, like, you decide your last 10 years to like be a fucking philanthropist or some shit. I'm not going to do that though.
No, fuck no. I'm going to get buried. I'm going to have my bank account's liquidated, and I'm going to be buried with my cash. I'm going to say,
that's awesome. Like an Egyptian, like a pharaoh.
The idea of a poor philanthropist.
Yeah. Philanthropist means you're rich. Like when everyone says I'm a philanthropist, it means you're like insanely rich.
Oh, I thought you meant I would be tipping $2 at the coffee shop instead of $1.
Yes, I guess that's
I'm actually a really good guy now.
Yeah. Yeah, or instead of what you actually do, which is zero.
What I do is I every time they turn the iPad around, I pretend to have a seizure.
Yeah.
And I cause a big scene.
Right? Just look at them pissed off. I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
They turn the iPad around. I'm like, hello, doctor, she's pregnant. All right, I'm on my way after I get the coffee, obviously.
Oh my God, I have no more. I have $6.36.
Yeah.
I have just enough for this coffee.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a place.
They turn the iPad around, you're like, I'm sorry, I got nothing on me.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, there's a place around here where I get my photos developed, and they have the iPad thing, and it has a tip function on it. And I'm like, no, we've gone too far. I'm not part of your community.
So I talked to this barista about it, and he was like, I talked to him about it, but I also think I read an article where it's the company that provides them with all these, I think they're called POS, like point of sale places. So they automatically do that because they make money on some of the tips, I think. But somehow like they're pushing it because they're either something's happening where the more money that they bring in, I think they get to charge a higher percentage rate, and so all of that goes. So that's why you see it everywhere. That's why, like,
because I know they get like either a percentage of sales, or they get like it's like, a quarter of every transaction or something. Like you get a 25 or 50 cents every transaction you do through those little
So
tablets.
I'm actually being the good person by saying I'm not going to tip because I'm trying to go against this.
Yeah,
you have to fight with your dollars, and so what I'm doing is that I want to go back to the cash register, and then then it'll be a lot more awkward for me to say like I have exact change. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I go, oh, do you guys take cash tips? And they go, yeah, we do. I go, oh, that's good to know. Oh, that's awesome to know. Anyway,
sweet. Next time when I'm here next time,
I'll remember that next time. Right now, I'm still protesting though.
I'll let everyone else know. I mean, the tariffs thing is fucking me up. Dude. So
the guy that installs the POS, he like turns the iPad around, then they turn the iPad around. Like, keep going back and forth.
I think they actually did a joke of that on that show. That St. Denis Medical, where they were like delivering something, and then they literally were like, they were delivering a big mammogram machine, and then they were like, "How much do you want to tip?" And she was like,
$0.
And the machine's like $500,000, like $500,000.
I don't own the hospital.
Yeah, so she's like,
Dude.
okay,
yeah. I took like
my last name is not St. Francis.
Yeah, I took like a crazy expensive Uber to the airport recently. In a way where I was like, this is only expensive because you're taking me to the airport and it's like
there's a
6 a.m. and you're fucking me.
There's a ceiling on the Uber tips.
Dude,
absolutely.
I am
comics for sure. Yeah, there's a ceiling.
I'm like, hey, first of all, I'm not going to pay you, I would say, a quarter of my feature weekend to take me to the airport.
Exactly.
This is not going to help me out at all.
Sometimes it's $120 to go to the airport.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I take an Uber to Newark and I was like, oh, I should probably just drive all the way to my show instead of taking a plane.
Where was your show?
Seattle.
Yeah, you could have done it.
Yeah.
you could have done it.
Fiscally, it would have made about the same.
It would have made
amount of
almost
sense.
the same. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's fucking, it's whack. And then you're just kind of like, and then I get shitty about it where I'm just like, well, he was being kind of, the way he's driving, and I was like, he didn't ask me to play like, and then I just became an asshole.
And you're like, he's not white.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah.
but then you go, then I try to imagine myself in his shoes, and I'm like, what is his life like? And then I go like, is he like chill with it, or is he like, because I want to like
chill with what part of it?
The Ubering.
Uber the job.
Yeah. You know what? I think I would be cool with the tip if it sent me a 5-second video of them seeing they got tipped.
Their reaction to tipping.
Oh.
Because it was him like, oh, nice. Dude. Thank you. And I'd be like, okay, fuck, I feel good. And then if not, and it was him like, I'd be like, actually, dude,
refund my tip.
I'm calling my credit card company.
Fuck, my card got stolen in between here and there. Yeah.
1 star. Yeah. Fuck off, dude.
Dude, when I get the like little notification being like, the driver thanked you for your tip, I'm like, it was all worth it.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, well, it's because I have a better relationship with Uber drivers than you do. I really get down deep with them all the time.
You do, right in their butthole.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can't talk
Why'd you
to
open
them,
the door
though.
like that?
Fuck.
How dare you open the door like that for a joke?
You can't talk to them though.
Yeah.
I fall into like talking to them and like trying to like, because sometimes I just like talking to like people randomly, and then I start talking to them and I start asking them like, so like, how is it driving with Uber? Like just trying to, and then you hear it, and then you're just like, well, now I have to tip this guy $20.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because the guy's like, oh yeah, this trip, like it costs you $25. I make $6. So you're like,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I was already pissed about the 25,
fuck,
but I
man,
guess I'm giving you $15.
Yeah,
now.
I guess this is a $40 trip.
Yeah.
That's annoying for
and
me
the guy,
now.
I was in LA, and the guy's like, "Dude, man, it used to be like I could work full time, I'd make money doing this. Like I was able to support stuff. It was great. And then all of a sudden, like they go public, and I'm just like, I have 8 shares of Uber.
It's
Okay.
good.
I was like, I am invested in the company, and it was like, and now it's like, you get nothing for it, and I'm like, dude, yeah, I know the market's fucking capitalism
Truly.
sucks. I'm like on my Robinhood, like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
You're in there doing boots on the ground research on your investments.
yeah. I'm like, their EBITDA is really fucked up. Yeah,
You're like, this is bad. So should I like look into getting some Lyft also, or what?
But then I was like in conversation with the guy for like 30 minutes. So then I was like, oh man, this sucks. And then I was like, all right, so like, like what's the normal you make? Well, I was like, okay, so like what's an average like hourly that you make for this? And he was like, I know, usually like, like 30 or 40 now. And then I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I'm actually back to being like, you're doing okay.
Yeah, 30 or 40 an hour. What are you, a union steel
Yeah,
worker?
I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then, you still feel bad at the end. You make a connection with them and you go, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I want to see the like, hey, that guy was all right.
Yeah.
Instead of just, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just send me a selfie about how
Thank
much
you,
you
sir.
appreciate
Nice.
me.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Selfie would be nice. But it would
Anything.
feel dystopian if, the problem is it would feel dystopian if Lyft offered that. Like, show your
Yeah,
appreciation for, you know what I
unfortunately, it
mean?
would be,
Because then
yeah.
it's like manipulative. But yeah, there's no way. But I want it.
Yeah.
I want it so bad, but it would feel so fucking manipulative for them to be like, see what your driver thought about your tip.
Yeah.
He's just looking at his phone.
You tipped him like $1.
He's like this.
He's like $1. What
He's
the
just
fuck?
video of him crashing because he's looking at the screen.
He's the guy in a Goyard wallet. Like, piece of shit. Yeah.
If I owned a coffee shop, my little hack would be that when you tip over 20%, it would make a noise.
like
the thing
an
about
alarm or like a celebration?
like a little like
Woo, 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 woo.
because what's gonna happen
And
is
do you get to wear one of those little hats with a propeller on it too?
no, but a little bit.
You know
a little
what-
spotlight maybe.
You know what it should do? It should do like what they have to do at Cold Stone Creamery where they sing.
Oh, they sing.
So if it's over 20%, they're like, oh, you tipped 25%. And they're like really doing your coffee.
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I earned this.
I'm making these non-binary
Exactly.
people dance.
And you're like, pull the mask off when you sing for me.
Smile.
Okay?
I want to
see
see.
you
I
smile.
want to see your teeth while you're
Yeah.
singing.
That would be
It
funny
would make
to do.
a lot of money.
I think a lot of people would. Yeah, you know what? I think because you have to, as the barista, you go like, is this humiliating? A little bit, but I'm making probably 20% more than I would.
I was gonna say 800% more.
Okay, honestly, maybe 800%. It's like everyone's got a price.
Dude, yeah, mine's pretty low.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. Yeah, you ever go to a Johnny Rockets where they sing?
Yeah.
It's really brutal because you don't have to tip them. It's just on the hour
Yeah,
or
see,
something.
that's fucked. They should.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be free.
Yeah.
Same with the Cold Stone thing. It shouldn't be free because that is absolutely humiliating to do to someone.
Yeah. You're like there and you just see like it's like a little like 5'2" Guatemalan guy who's like cooking
like
burgers.
58.
He's like a grown man with
He's
a
a
family that he's
professor in his
supporting.
country.
Yeah.
And he like has
He's
to
like shitty baby, and he's like just thinking about his children.
Yeah, he's like if I moved back to Guatemala, I could own half of the country.
100%. And he's just thinking about, and then in his head he's just like, "This is for my kids."
And what's funny is the people that are eating there are like, "Oh fuck, I hate this,
Dude,
No
no
one
one-
wants it.
No
the
one
people
wants it.
doing it don't want it. It's the people in the fucking boardrooms who are like, "We're
They
our
think
ideas."
it's kitschy and cool.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
It's the only thing I want at Johnny Rockets. One is to leave.
Uh-huh.
for sure to leave. The food's also bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
It was
I wanna get
good
the fuck out of
like
there.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's fully bad right now.
Dude.
All food is bad now, though,
Almost all food is.
unless you're spending a lot of money,
Yeah, or I'm trying to.
or
think
it's a
of,
good
like,
restaurant. And I just kind of
Or
said something
it's
out
an
loud.
Asian restaurant.
Oh,
Asian
Yeah.
food usually not like no hate in the. I mean, the Chinese food in New York, like you can find some fire places, but like, dude, you can get fire pho, you can get some good Thai.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like New York is king of Thai food. Everyone thinks about New York, they think of
Oh.
Chinese food, but if
Yeah.
the Thai food here, almost all of them, and I think Thai is a better takeout because it's like. It's just consistent. You know what you're gonna get.
Okay.
Like you don't have to get like like you go to a Chinese place, you're gonna get orange chicken or whatever, but you never know like how breaded it's gonna be.
Oh,
you
that's
know, like
fair.
what
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of chicken's gonna be. But a little pad ki mao, the noodles,
You get-
and
yeah.
then the chicken is gonna be is gonna be good.
I remember I thought about making this a joke, but I realized it would not do well. But
You
there
started
was
pulling your eyes back and doing a voice. Was it that?
it was that, and he didn't like it. No, but I remember hearing it.
So
was
funny
like-
that before I was like, I don't know if I could do this joke if I'm going to offend people, like making fun of women that are bisexual sometimes.
Oh man.
But there's an article about a Chinese restaurant in New York that got in trouble because some guy came in as they were close to closing, and he was being like, he was annoyed that they wouldn't seat him that close to closing, and then they got in an argument, and the guy behind the register called him the a slur for being gay.
Oh
Right?
really?
Yeah,
That feels deserved. To
and
me.
then I read that I'm
Was
like,
the guy gay?
yeah,
Oh,
then it's bad.
You can't.
You can't do
You
both.
can't.
You
See,
can't-
even though he
You
was
wanna.
being, even though he was being that, you can't.
You can't do it.
Even though he was fully being the definition, you can't call him it because no,
It's too accurate. It's hateful.
and it becomes hateful. If it was a straight guy, it's not hateful.
Oddly
you're
enough,
just,
I agree.
You're just being like, but yeah,
You're like, because you're like, in that moment, if you're saying it to a straight guy, you're like, I would like to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
I honestly would have rather him call him the N-word.
He calls
That
a
one, yeah.
white gay guy
Yeah,
the
white guy
N-word,
the N-word, and the
you're
guy's
like,
just like,
what the fuck?
I guess.
But then
Yeah.
hearing that the guy by the counter called this guy
Yeah.
a slur, I'm like, I gotta try this food. That's gotta be traditional,
Dude,
good Chinese
they're doing
food.
slur food.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
but again, I didn't do the joke because
the sh-
obviously,
the shittier they treat you at a Chinese restaurant, the better the food's gonna be.
yeah, of course it is.
Like
Yeah.
Wohop in Chinatown, I still remember the first time I went. We sat down and the guy came. I keep getting these fucking spam calls, dude.
We got a lot of spam
Dude.
calls.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The guy came.
Just
he
hate
sat
your
down.
agent,
Oh
the
no, it's my
audience.
brother
Oh,
to be like, "How are you?" And I'm like,
yeah.
"Not
Not
good."
now,
You're like, I want
dude.
a fucking podcast,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm on a podcast, dude. I'm not trying
network.
to talk about the shitty things happening in my life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to joke about racism,
Which is never funny
which is
unless
never-
you
yeah.
figure out a good angle on it.
yeah, unless you're not the race that they're,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're not close enough.
He came. The guy came up. He put waters on the table. His fingers were in all of the waters.
Nice.
They put the waters down like this. Fingers
Classic.
in all the water. We took the water. Then he came up. He took the menus, smacked them on the table. Didn't say a word, and then came up and was like, "What do you want?" And I looked at my friend. I go, "This is about to be the most fire food
This
we've
is
ever
gonna be the
had."
greatest
And
meal
It
of
was
all time.
so
Unbelievable.
good. I want to be. That's why, like, I always like joked about, like, that's why I would sometimes go to, not bodegas because they're nice to you, but like I would go to like shitty coffee shop. Like I would go to Dunkin' Donuts because the guy would like treat me like shit, and I'd be like, no, this is good. Like the food, the coffee's not good, but sometimes you just like want to be treated kind of like shit.
That's
you know?
a kink.
Yeah. But not sexually. No. My dick doesn't get hard.
Okay,
I'm
I
just
heard
kind of
that.
like, this is, yeah. Got it. Damn, bro, really fucking set myself up for that.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You both set each other up.
Yeah, bro.
Because you had a good point.
Sponsored by Hims.
Hey.
You're on a good point. What?
You're on a good point where it's like this, I'm being treated poorly because their quality is so good, they know you're going to come back.
But the second one is
just you want to be treated poorly
just
sometimes.
because I have low self-esteem. Yeah, you're right, man.
Just because of low
You're right.
self-esteem.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something nice about like a Bengali guy who like has worked his entire life to be here and then sees me and is just like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, no, you're right. You know what? It's more of like it's a reality check.
There you go.
The guy's like, shut your ass up. Drink the coffee.
Yeah.
You don't have enough money to go to the nice coffee shop next door, so you're going to pay $4.50 for this instead.
Yeah, you want half a gallon of dirt swill coffee instead of a nice.
No, we don't have almond milk. You fucking Emeni coffee.
Yeah.
One of the slurs because
whatever one you
it's
want.
all up at like. There's so many slurs you can call a white guy, and there's nothing. We can't get mad about any of them.
No, because you go like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, cool.
That's really interesting.
That feels nice.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for seeing me.
Now to continue with my perfect life.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'll continue to be okay.
Yeah, because that is like the thing. That's like, especially on Long Island, there's like so many like sandwich shops where the guy's just like, what do you want? And you're like, this is going to be fucking this.
I love it.
Just like a fat, angry Italian guy being like, and you're like, hey, can I get like, just like ham and American on a hero with mayo? And he goes, chicken cutlet, gotcha. Yeah, you seem like you're in a chicken parm kind of mood.
No, sometimes it pisses me off because I'm just like, hey, like, let me fucking order. But then I go, all right, I'm going to give him one chance. And when I get the food, we'll see. And then more often than not, you're like, fuck, it's good.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's really...
It's like when you go on a date with a really hot woman.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
What happens?
I'm sorry, or like
And
a hot
she just-
man, whatever you like.
Sorry,
to
and
go on a date
she
with.
breaks your nose.
Well,
and
you're
you're like,
hot.
But
You're like, you
if
are
you go on a
hot,
date with
though.
like a hot woman and they're just like kind of mean and you're like, but you're still here.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll keep letting you be mean to me.
I went on multiple dates with this girl and I hated her. And I've never actually like actively hated someone more than this person. And she also hated me.
Yeah, you're doing like hate chicken.
And it was like, why are we doing this? I think I said at the second date, I go, we don't have to keep like
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. I was like, do you want a drink? I was like, should we get another drink? And she was like, I mean, I guess. And I go, we don't have to do this. We can leave.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'll get a drink. And I was like, I'm not gonna give in and be the one to leave. So then we left and we walked to her apartment and I was like, and we didn't go upstairs.
No.
I obviously had
so funny.
obviously
you
had
guys
the
are
guy
having sex and you're like, I guess I'm gonna come.
Yeah. Obviously had the guy fantasy of her being like, oh, you wanna fucking come upstairs, you fucking loser? And I'm like, yes. But I like said goodbye to her. I remember I said goodbye and I literally went, all right, bye, and fucking walked away. It was crazy, dude.
Like,
it was crazy. And
that's like how you talk to your sibling when they're being
for
annoying.
sure. And I wanted to see her again so bad after that. Because I was like, I just wanted to figure, I wanted to be like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
Why are you saying yes to hanging out with me again?
That's kind of that feels like a comedian thing to me where you're like, I gotta crack. She's an audience that you're trying to crack.
No, that's 100% what it is.
I
was like, I'm gonna get her.
I'll figure it out.
She would just talk down to me, and I would just be like, and it wasn't like because obviously like getting negged is like fun, but this was like
there's a point.
What's your deal? Like, why are you?
I hear you.
I'm also like,
she's going like really too hard. She's like, why do you seem rudderless?
Yeah. She's like, you need like to get your life together. I'm like, can we chill?
Yeah.
I'm like, you have a like Bible verse tattoo like as a tramp stamp. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I might still hit her up. I honestly, it's crazy.
I hope so.
I don't see why not.
Show us a picture of her
later. You just kind of, it was only on Hinge. But you just kind of are like, because I think as comedians or just as people in general, like we're able to just be like, what's the actual deal?
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
You're able to like I think we all pride ourselves on being like, okay, let's like cut the out. Like, well, like, what's up?
Yeah.
Why do you like? I would have almost rather have been like, Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm here, and it's nothing against you. I'm just having a good time, and I would have been like, fucking great, all right. But instead, she was just so.
Yeah,
very funny.
Because she's just like she gets like too deep immediately. She's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just afraid to be alone. Yeah, and you're around, so I'll take that. And you're like,
did tell me some weird, like her ex-boyfriend was abusive. Dude, it was crazy. I got to hit this chick up.
It'd be really funny to
text her, hey, have you changed?
Yeah.
Or what's up? Because either way, I'm kind of still down.
Yeah, I'm 100% still. Why are we still going on dates? Yeah.
It'd be really funny to like be on that date that you know is ending like this, and where you like walk by her apartment, she goes, "That's me," and you never stop walking. You just go, "Okay,
all right, see you.
All right, have fun."
Never slowing or breaking stride.
Have a good time.
Take it easy in your house, I guess.
Yeah.
I did that once. I went out with this girl like 3 or 4 times, and I remember like the last time I saw her, we were like in the middle of having sex, and which was awesome. Yeah. And it like clicked. I was like, I really don't want to be here right now. I wish I could.
Dude.
I'm in my apartment, and I'm like, I wish I could leave right now.
Damn, you know what's crazy?
Get the fuck out of here.
I think girls have that experience like 30 times.
I do. I think it's so awesome.
Where they're just like
so
some fucking like schlubby guys on top of them. And like,
and that's what was happening to her.
Why am I making him do this to me?
Yeah. Why did I like let that? Yeah. Like, why did I let this happen? Or they're just like, I'm gonna go on Facebook Marketplace after this and let's just like really buy something I don't need.
Dude,
I'm rewarding myself with some fucking lip gloss.
I'm definitely rewarding myself.
Yeah, because we were having sex, and I was just kind of like, okay, I can either stop, and that'll be like a whole thing that I'll have to explain.
That's the thing. Stopping is not.
Or I can just finish eventually, and then
you're so fucking hot, and then
and then I'll just stare at the ceiling for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping is crazy.
Stopping is crazy. Just being
your
like,
body's also like, what are you doing,
hey, dude? Yeah. Hey, man.
Bro, we're here.
This is the one thing you're programmed to do.
100%.
Just do it.
Stopping is so...
Dude, yeah, I wouldn't just be like, actually, no. I guess I could do that. I guess I'm a person who has, like, agency.
I mean, we all have agency. Just you as a guy, you're just like, you know, this will actually probably make her feel worse if I'm just like, I'm out.
I was also like, I already don't like her that much. I was like, this is a conversation you have with someone
mutual.
Yeah. I was like, this is a conversation you have with someone you love. Like, if you want to get like this deep into a conversation, I'm like, I don't care about you enough to have like a deep emotional conversation with you.
Fair.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I mean, that would be wild to say to someone.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm doing this all in my head, and I'm still giving her probably 4 out of 10 sex.
Yeah.
Like really kind of phoning it in.
That's the word, dude. That's the thing. Like, everyone's in their head, bro. We're all like, and the people that aren't, you can tell.
Thank you.
And yeah. Because you're in your body, dude.
Yeah, super my body.
Because you fucking beat people up, or you know how to. That's what it is. But I still think
I don't beat myself up.
Even people that are more in their, they get in their head, and then they just try to pretend like, nah, dude, I'm like, you know those people that go like, oh, no, dude, I don't have an anxiety. You have anxiety. And you're like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, just, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all good to say you overthunk something.
Yeah, you'd be thinking.
Yeah, you'd be thinking. Yeah. But I mean, knowing how to, take someone down definitely helps. I've been thinking about jits a little bit.
Oh, you have?
Or Muay Thai, yeah.
Oh.
Just, switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
Compared to what?
Just working out like I have been.
Okay.
Like, I've been doing all that, but I'm just like, I think it'd be nice to...
It's fun.
To be able to hit someone really hard. And they know that you're doing it on purpose.
Well, I mean, I don't want to hit them in the face. Yeah,
no,
that's the problem.
No, not like a woman.
Yeah,
just like a guy who's being
But I
weird.
do have this kind of fantasy about like doing Muay Thai or jiu-jitsu and like meeting a chick there that like can do it. And you're just like, oh, it's kind of hot that you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can like do jits or like Muay Thai. And, you're like,
and just share that experience with somebody you saying it'd be hot, or you taking that experience in the bedroom?
No, I'm not like we should fight each other.
We should do ultimate domination.
Like sharing her to like having that like mutual respect.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I kind of just want to fuck a guy. I guess that's what.
I want to fuck a woman. Yeah, she's probably about 5'6". She's Italian. She's from Staten Island. She's a cop.
Really ripped. She's really ripped. No, like seeing
her name is Frank or
like having
Steve
that
or
respect,
Tony.
or just being like, oh shit. Like,
what do you mean having that
mean?
respect?
Like that they physically were like, oh shit, you like took someone down. It's a different kind of respect.
Okay.
It's recorded. This is based on respect for all women. Here, okay. I'm just saying.
I think it is like
you see a woman take someone down, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, all right, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I do think as especially as I get older and mature. I mean, this is like, it is a more like you're like, oh, it is really hot. Like, I mean, this is how most women are attracted to men, but it's like, oh, it is really hot if you're like good at something.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like you
for
do
sure,
something and you
for
have
sure.
like a passion. That it's not just like, oh, I don't know, this girl looks like the last 4 I've dated, so that's
Dude,
good enough. But yeah, but now if you're like, oh, you like are good at something and you like do something, that's like,
passionate
cool.
about something.
Yeah,
It's
Doesn't
so
it suck
attractive.
when you bring a girl around to your friends and they're like, she looks a lot like you. You're like,
dude,
Fuck.
dude, my
she's a different race, though. They go,
Yeah,
but
but
she's still in the
still-
same avatar.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. If it was a
So- character
in like an 8-bit
Mhm.
video
Fighting game with it.
they'd be
so
the same,
close.
All right.
Dude, my old roommate one day out of nowhere, she goes, "Look what I made," and she just texted me a photo, and it was like it was like 4 or 5 of my ex-girlfriends all next to each other, and I was like, oh fuck, dude.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, because it's funny
And
because
your
it's
mom's in there too, and you're like,
dude,
wait, fuck.
I
What?
didn't see that.
What? Oh shit.
Yeah, no, but dude, it really was. It was like I saw it was the first one.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, I'm just trying to copy and paste her.
So my first one completely different than all the other. First one was
Really?
like tall, skinny. I think she had like brownish blonde hair.
What do you mean you think?
And I'm trying to remember her. No, I remember Amanda. Very,
did the,
very,
Eternal
very sweet.
Sunshine.
She is,
Oh, you did Eternal Sunshine.
yeah,
he got her
Eternal
zapped
Sunshine
out.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm
exactly.
doing it, but by head trauma.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I actually have done jujitsu, and I had head trauma from it, and so
There you
that's
go.
why I forgot.
I got head trauma too.
Yeah,
She'd be scraping her teeth on
Let's
that
go,
thing. You know what I'm talking
bro.
about?
Yes.
Brother, I love it when 3 guys podcast. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. All the female listeners are loving this.
Yeah, all 6 of them are
yeah.
going crazy on this.
No, she was like 5'10", like was on the swim team, like not, and then the girl after that, brunette, like 5'5", girl after that, brunette, 5'2", girl after that, brunette, 5'3", like, and then I was
okay.
like, oh shit. So I don't know what happened with the first one.
Yeah.
That made me just switch.
Yeah.
But
And so you're like, oh, I'm running away from that.
I guess, yeah.
Possibly, but also just
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
just, yeah.
random.
I was
all the-
young, you know?
yeah.
all of my exes together, it looked like you took a wig and was like clicking it off one of their heads and putting it on the next one. It was because it was all just like dark straight hair with like bangs.
Dude, that's crazy. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, of course.
No, I hadn't
Wow.
even seen any of your girlfriends,
You can
and I was
guess.
literally gonna be like, was it the super straight with the
Boom.
bangs like that?
Boom, boom, just
It's hot.
It was like
dude.
Doug's sister.
Wow,
dude,
yeah.
Yeah, Janice?
Janice?
No, Janice is the Muppet with bangs.
Oh,
So also
okay.
is sexual
Any,
to
were
me.
are there any other physical features that you like?
White.
Wasn't
One too many in the
I was
podcast.
saying,
that's
like,
fine.
I was gonna say like like nose or anything, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, have it
'Cause
definitely knows.
I've noted they all have noses.
Yeah.
No, I've noticed
No.
mine had very sharp noses.
Oh. I like I have an affinity. It was bangs and definitely like a strong eyebrow.
I feel that.
Like that kind of like boom, boom, like together. Like
Strong
shit.
jaw.
Strong jaw, kind of like maybe like stubble.
Stubble, yeah.
Like
Big
thick
clit.
hands. Yeah, the long,
Thick
probably a
hands.
6.5 inch long clit.
Union.
Calloused hands
Yeah.
on your face, dude.
Yeah, I like a woman with bangs that pour.
6.5 inch. So bigger than your dick.
Yeah. She dwarfs mine.
Clip bigger
Yeah.
than my dick. Yeah.
I like a woman with bangs who also pours concrete and wears a high vis vest and
Just with a deep fucking black lung voice.
yeah, I like
Just-
she rips the filters off of cigarettes
For sure.
and smokes those.
She was so happy when they unbanned Newports. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
None of my match. I'm just running through my head. None
Really?
of them, not at all.
Like completely different.
And I have a stereotype of like women I'm attracted to, Jewish. But
Let's
like
go.
in terms of like being with and like in relationships with the 5 or 6, none of them.
So
None of them go
You've had 5 or 6 girlfriends.
basically.
Are we talking about what do we consider like serious? Like over 6 months?
No, if someone's like, "Who's that?" I go, "My girlfriend."
Oh, well, how long did that take?
That's
3 months?
No, longer than that.
Okay,
usually.
okay.
Yeah, it's
okay. So we're saying 6 months.
I have
Yeah.
very few girlfriends.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of boyfriends.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
fellas.
But boyfriends is easy. You
Boyfriends
know?
Yeah.
is easy.
You get a couple drinks with a guy and you're just like, it's my boyfriend.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, this guy's awesome. I can't. Oh, we're being shushed. We're having the amount of times I've had, like I've been hanging out with some guy I just met a week ago, and we're like hanging out at like an open mic or something,
That's
and
the
I'm
best, dude.
like, I'm having the greatest time of my life, and then I'm on a date with a woman I've been out with 10 times, and I'm like, I guess I'll go to the bathroom again and look at my phone for a while.
No, dude, you mean a guy that you just like, you know, like you don't know who he is. You guys have a good time drinking. You're like laughing and giggling, bro. It's ecstasy.
Dude,
We're so easy to talk to.
It's fantastic.
Dude, yeah.
You just have a good time. You talk shit about whatever.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Then you're like, all right, I gotta
have to go
meet up with this girl right now. And
I have to go pretend to be a different guy for a while so she'll like me.
I have to go bring this fun to this girl I'm gonna hang out with that I fully want to have sex with, but I do wish I could still learn what your last name is.
Oh wait, it's 8:30. I gotta go defend all my life choices to a stranger. Let me go do that.
Do that real quick.
I gotta go tell another woman who went to Tufts how many sisters I have.
Ooh, Tufts.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you're a Tufts guy.
I don't know. I don't know why.
I mean, the girl you described.
No, it's brown.
Okay, all right.
Brown. It's not brown. Brown.
Any HBCs?
Colleges.
Yeah. No, I wish, dude.
No HBC girls.
I've tried.
No Kamala.
Doesn't take.
Doesn't take.
I wish.
So
actually, my first girlfriend ever, but
was Kamala?
Was Kamala?
Kamala?
Yeah, I was Montel Jordan.
I was
Montel Jordan.
And we'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, but no, I guess I'm trying to think of I'm like, what colleges? I'm like, actually, almost every woman I've dated has been like, college. I tried. They tried. They went.
One of
I don't
those
know
girls.
if they finished, but
nice,
they're like, I went to art school, and that was a nursing program and also communications. I'm like, they're like, I was really finding myself, and I go like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, my girlfriends were all usually like very much. They did like the smart decision and got a degree that made sense.
Yeah.
That's the only way that they would like be. I don't know, because two people that went to art school, it's like we're gonna have no money,
dude.
You know,
I'm
going to be doing this with you guys, and then she's going to be doing this with three girls.
Yeah,
we're going to come home and just fucking get too good to go again. And just eat a bunch of pastries.
Do they have any free snacks?
You're like, all right, we're doing croissant dinner again.
We're doing fucking maman, too good to go. A bunch of pastries and an old cookie with too much salt on it. Can we stop putting salt on chocolate chip cookies? Dude?
You know what? I'm gonna have to push back on
I agree.
yourself, actually. I'm gonna have to push back on that. I like the salt, but here's the thing: too much though.
I just think
is so rough.
It just feels like one guy did it, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, this is the move." You know?
Yeah, just like the wheel.
No, it's not. Hey man, Insomnia cookies never had salt on it, and I always liked it.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, I'm not saying every chocolate chip cookie needs salt, but some of them do.
Okay.
I want give me an option of both at your store.
Well, you know, when
salted
you're getting the
unsalted.
leftovers from 2 days earlier, they're not giving you the options.
Yeah, you're getting a cheese Danish, but
yeah,
they're like they put a slice of American on that thing. It's not even right.
I guess I'm getting my iodine, so that's nice.
Dude, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it is. You know, dude, just like put a little fucking sausage patty on top. You got a fully rounded.
You know, people are getting like iodine deficiency because everyone's using Himalayan pink salt.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like it's becoming a thing now where people are like iodine deficient because everyone was like Himalayan pink salt is healthier, so we have to have that.
And it's so funny how every couple of years there's something like this where it's like, guys, we put fluoride in the water for a reason.
There's a reason why.
It's helping you.
Yes, exactly. You ever seen a goiter?
A goiter? I have seen a goiter.
That shit is fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I've seen one.
Yeah.
It's just a giant football.
Yeah.
Why do those happen?
If you don't have enough iodine.
Oh, those are because of iodine.
That's because of iodine. Something happens with your whatever the fuck that thing is right here.
No. People get thyroid.
Thyroid. Sounding like such a smart dumb guy.
Yeah.
Or I'm like iodine, but then I'm like, what's the thing right here?
Imagine you're talking like, fuck the fucking thing.
You got fucking thing cancer.
That's fucked. That's me when I'm talking to my
phone out. He's like, it's okay.
That's me when I'm talking to my doctor. I'm like, you know, the thing right here, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I go, okay, anyway, you're getting 2 stars on ZocDoc. Yeah, that will I guess get swollen.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a goiter. I think the only time I've ever seen one in person was when I was working at the mall.
That's where you see him.
Manager of Journeys. And it was a real slow day.
Journeys, dude.
And I remember these 3 people came in and one had a goiter and I was like,
you want to touch it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You want to touch it so bad.
Oh, no, I don't.
I want to touch it so bad. I
want to go, what happened there?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's brutal. And it's not your fault.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess.
Now you have iodine.
Yeah.
Just fucking have some Morton salt.
An American having an iodine deficiency, who would have guessed?
It shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like how the smallpox is better. Not smallpox.
Yeah.
Not smallpox.
Measles.
Measles.
Yeah. But dude,
Smallpox is so much worse.
Well, I keep putting those blankets everywhere for people to grab, and they keep getting it. But in my defense,
I keep taking it to Housing Works.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Keep being like, where the fuck is this coming?
Yeah, Mike has a very specific vintage store he has.
Yeah.
Well, smallpox.
Are you taking it to Buffalo Exchange?
You know, I go to one of those.
Pushing with a stick.
A little too much on the head.
I'm
a little
shoving
too
them.
much on the head.
Yeah. I'm shoving them into those closed donation bins with a big stick, so I can get them in there more.
You need to take this.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want it.
Those rubber suits like it's Chernobyl.
Dude, yeah. But dude, that is the thing now where people are like so like now more than ever people get so locked into their like strange diet that they're on, so they're like, I can only do pink Himalayan sea salt on top of like beef patties that I have cooked in a cast iron pan with beef tallow and like the weird like carnivore shit.
But like it goes back to what you're saying, like the food is not good now, and everyone's just like, well, what do I have to do? It's like this whole thing where you have to make up a reason why like food isn't good, and it's like, I mean, just cook the fucking food.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, okay, yeah, there are some things like, yes, there's glyphosate and all that shit in the food supply for sure, but there's not like some miracle cure to it.
Yeah.
It's like the whole raw milk thing where I'm like, dude, bro, there's a reason that there is not raw milk.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
And if some people get mad at this and fucking DM me, dude, great, because it's going to take the fucking engagement up. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Hate all the videos. Say you didn't know shit about raw milk. Go ahead. I don't care. But like, you can drink, but it's not some cure-all, bro.
Sure.
Like, if you're on a farm and you grew up there, then maybe you can handle the raw milk. But you know, if you work for fucking Ripple, some AI company, and you're like, this is going to make me feel, and then you just get raw milk, and then you shit your pants for 10 days after, like, dude, don't do it.
This is going to make me optimize, make me lock into doing.
Optimize. I need to
Everything
like
has
that guy,
to be,
Ashton Hall. You guys been following that guy?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
The black, the
I know
ripped
you're
ass
talking. I
black
know who
dude.
he is.
Who's number one for sure on gear.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
but
like
the most
so geared up.
dude, he's like, he's like, I got this muscular by doing like hit workouts and like toe touches.
I almost got tricked by him, dude.
In what way?
I'm gonna be really, really vulnerable with you guys.
He's gonna
I'm gonna be vulnerable.
bare his feelings.
It was about 10 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Where I just like, I didn't know what his deal was.
Okay.
And so I watched it, and at first everyone was making fun of him, and I don't know if it's because I'm contrarian or whatever, but I was like, you know, like, this guy's not hurting anyone, and like I was like, if he's really being like, this is him actually just being like, this is what I do, my morning thing. And then this is why you need to have like best friends that can call you out. I talked to my friend about it, and he was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy sells like life courses online.
Yeah.
That's how he has money.
Yeah.
He's an absolute scammer. And then I looked again and I was like, yeah, no, you're right. He's
Yeah,
he's for sure. But like I guess I just like wanted to believe that someone was just like, this is my thing. This is what I do. I spend $30 on Saratoga every day.
Yeah.
And I do this stuff, and I just tell people to get it to 10,000, and then I fake read the Bible, and I was like, if he's not hurting anyone, but then as soon as I was like, oh, he's selling life courses.
Yeah, like if he was doing all that and then being like, this is what I do before I go to my 9-to-5 job, I'd be like, all right, it's a bit much, but you're just doing it and then going to work and then coming home and then you're fine.
Because there are people that are authentic on like there's this dude I watch who he doesn't have 10 million followers, he has like 360,000, but he's got a stutter, and he will go up to random people on the street and he'll start talking to them, and they'll very quickly see he has a stutter, and he'll be like, oh, I do this to like show that you can get past. And every time I watch that video, it like, I get like
emotional
hype.
Yeah.
Dude, I get hype for the guy.
Does he also go to drive-thrus and tries to order, or is there another different stutter guy?
No, that's a different stutter guy. That guy would kind of be like, let's keep it moving, dude. Like, there are people behind you need to get food. Not the place for it. Okay?
Yeah,
not the place for it.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to do this for like this. Like, this guy's just doing it on the street.
Yeah.
And then he talks to someone, and then I go like, I've never known what it's like to be a soldier and want to die for your king. And then I watch that and I go, I would die for that guy.
Yeah, Arrow right here.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
It would be very funny though if someone did that whole thing and went to like sell insurance 9 to 5. Like if do all that sprinting in water and to just go sit in a cubicle, it'd be a very good bit.
It would be a very good bit, but it's like he just does that so we can have video conferences with like sad fat guys who are
100%.
like, bro, how do I get like you?
Yeah, how do I lock in?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you got to do what I did, which is just spent the last 6 hours doing literally nothing.
Doing literally fluff work.
Mm-hmm.
He did 20 push-ups and everyone's like, that's how he got ripped.
Dude.
And I'm like, he's on HGH.
Yeah, people that
bro.
don't know how exercise work,
He's
so funny.
He's doing 1/4 range of motion push-ups. Like, it's like, oh, cool, you're warming up. That's for sure. You're getting warmed up.
Don't get me wrong. I do want to look like that. That would be sick.
I don't want to look
For
like
like
that.
a week, I think it'd be tight.
I don't want to
I
look
also
like that.
kind of want to know what it's like to be wrapped in his arms. But
No,
you never think that.
that
You never-
part-
you
that
look
part-
at that and you go, I think it would feel nice.
That part
to
I
have him
understand.
around me, like, you know.
I would
feel
always
he
be
could
I would
kill
always
me,
be
but-
hitting his shoulders like a big, you know, when you pat like a big dog.
Yeah.
You ever meet a guy and then you just get like uncomfortably gay around him because he's so big and you're just like, you're fucking big, bro.
Dude,
like,
have you ever
like,
seen
dude, can you pick
fighters around each other? That's all they do is
Yeah.
come here, they grab each other, then they
Hey,
grab.
can you pick me up?
because they don't know because their body is like, should I fight this guy? Like what to do? And instead you're just like, you fucking big boy.
They're
man.
basically doing what dogs do when they roll on the floor and show you their belly. Like, hey.
Yeah.
No, I've
You're a big
rolled
boy.
with a guy. There was a guy at my ex had a CrossFit gym upstate, and I'd go there occasionally. And they had a mat room, and they'd be like, "Oh, he's
you can
coming,
roll.
come do jiu-jitsu with him." And there was a guy who was basically that guy, like a carbon copy of that guy, just a little bit older, and he rolled with me, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he was good enough that I couldn't submit him,
Okay.
but he couldn't really submit me other than just hold me.
Yeah, because he probably isn't that mobile.
He's a little more than you think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's an athletic guy, but he was huge, and it was just very funny trying to like move him at all.
And he just fully has tits. You're just like,
Yeah.
These are
those are
juicy
breasts.
you're like,
breasts.
these are titties, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard.
You
That
have
was
This
awesome.
is nice.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever want to look like that because it seems like buying clothes is really an issue unless
You
you
also
want.
look like an idiot.
You look so
You look like a fucking
crazy.
moron
You
at all
look so
times.
dumb in clothes.
You look so
You look
crazy.
so bad in clothes. All
Dude.
clothes. Clothes look the best on skinny guys with no definition.
Dude,
Yeah, like
it's true.
absolutely.
Like literally, it's like when you like those guys and like basketball players when you see them in clothes that aren't sports specific,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, you look insane,
You look
You
ridiculous.
look so bad.
Long ass pants.
dude.
I
Yeah.
will say I was the way Jordan wore suits and shit in the 90s was fire though.
The huge, like the huge.
he would wear
suit.
really big suits and I think it like the way it emphasized his body, like it looked good. He was doing it on purpose so he would have really long like his pants would be long, but he would also have big suit jackets because it would help to like underemphasize the fact that he had a short torso. And the way like dude, if you look up like Jordan fashion in the 90s, it's pretty ill.
It
And
was
I-
actually, and it started because he's a huge Talking Heads fan.
yes.
Yeah, he said, I want to
He's
make my
always at home
head
like,
look.
dun, dun, dun.
But that is like a thing where it's like, because you can either, when you're those kind of guys, you can either wear the big suit or then now they wear like the skin tight suit,
Bro,
and
the,
it looks
the one that
so
State and Liberty one that's like made of athletic material where you can
Dude,
like
they're
fucking,
so
you can
insane.
squat in it. Have you
Dude.
seen those ones
No, I
where
don't think so.
they're like you can squat in this suit? And I'm like, we don't need to. Dude.
I don't want
I mean,
to.
here's the thing: they are more comfortable, so that's the point.
yeah.
But you're like, I don't need to see you put up like 8 of 225. Like it's
Dude,
not.
Yeah. Dude, from the boardroom to the deadlift platform, you could do it all in our suits. You could look kind
Guy
of
has it.
bad and all everywhere.
Take a second.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
on some shorts.
Put
it's
on shorts.
fine.
Keep the jacket on.
Yeah.
Put on some shorts.
It's, it's like unnecessary. Like that guy was like running marathons in jeans.
Yeah.
You're like, I get. Like, it's just how much of this are you doing just because it's being filmed for online?
100%.
And that's most of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to meet this guy Ashton Hall and just like I have this delusion where I think I could get them like behind closed doors and be like, yo, this is all bullshit, right?
Yeah.
But like he would be like, nah, bro. Like
No,
this is
what are you talking
100%. Like God put me on this path, and I'd be like,
yeah.
all right, never mind, my bad. I thought you could be real for a second, but no.
Fuck no.
Yeah, we gotta get
Because
to
as soon as
10,000.
they stop believing it all crumbles.
You're right. You're
They're
right.
so like, because it's all a house of cards. But they're like, no,
he got
bro.
kicked out of his apartment in Miami.
Yeah, he's like a full scammer.
Yeah,
he
he's
didn't like
getting,
pay his rent.
He's getting evicted.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
Good
funny
for
to get
him.
evicted and have to carry all of your stuff
All
with
that
one
shit.
hand because
All
he's
of
that
your-
big and strong.
All of your water bottles are clanging together while you're
I
walking
just don't
out.
get how they do it, bro. Like if I have like more than $1,000 on my credit card, I get like anxious. I'm like, oh, am I gonna be able to pay this off? And this
Yeah.
guy like has like payments for a G-Wagon that there's no way he can afford. It's
crazy.
I'm like, dude, how do you do this?
Well, it's so much of social media has trained or really encouraged the idea of you have to spend $10,000 a month to make $11,000 a month.
Yeah.
Like so much of it is like just fucking spend. Oh, a little bit I can make.
Yeah, because eventually it'll come back.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll get it back. And you're like, what? It's like gamblers.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, I just gotta keep losing, and then one day I win.
So you're making $12,000 a year.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah.
Okay. You're like, I guess technically I am in the green.
I guess I'm making
but
money.
Like,
yeah.
this is nuts that I'm doing that.
Yeah.
No, it also is such a black guy lane. Like that, Ashton Hall had to be like him doing that. Like if I saw a white dude doing that, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, because white guys like that have to be like, what's his name, Wes Watson, like aggro.
Screaming.
They have to be aggro, screaming.
But
That's
he's so
how
chill about it.
That's how like white guys become like motivational. They have to be like, you're fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Unless you act like me.
Black guy just looks cool. He's buff.
Yeah, that's the thing. At least
he's running with the mask on for some reason next to a G-Wagon, going all out.
Dude, yeah.
His AirPod flies out. Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
He's sprinting.
Dude, I will say this.
AirPods
It's an incredible. I could not sprint like that at all.
No.
I am not like. He's not athletic. He is on gear for sure. He is juiced to the gills.
I want to know who his guy is. Yeah,
dude,
because it's good gear.
It's Miami. It's
working.
everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
It's impossible not to have.
Yeah, that you have to ask. You have to go there, and when you go to a restaurant, you go, "Can I have the not steroid water?"
Can I have the water?
I would like the regular water.
Yeah.
So sorry. Yeah.
This is Winstrol. Okay, no, I don't want.
Yeah.
You never had any PEDs, right?
No.
Never tried them?
No.
Yeah.
I did when I was fighting. For some reason, I got a package from China.
Sick.
Full of little vials.
Go on.
And it's something, it was poorly written, and it was just like...
And you utilized it?
No, I didn't utilize it.
Damn it.
Who got it for you?
I don't know. It was for me.
It was G.
Said my name.
It was G.
G sent it, dude.
Literally said my name, and then everything else was Chinese, and I couldn't read
Are you
any
sure
of it.
you didn't like drunkenly sign up for something?
I don't drink.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, so...
All these decisions are meditated.
God damn it. So you just made a clear mind and body. You just were like, that's wild.
Yeah.
And that was before like social media and shit, where you would get hit up by like a random person.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
hey, can we send you this for free?
I have no idea. I have no idea how it happened.
So scary.
Yeah, it was sent to the gym, which makes sense because it's like, if you look me up, you know where it's pretty easy to find where I train. But why would you send me free? I'm guessing steroids is literally all Chinese.
I would have tried it. That's the bad thing about it. I would have been.
You would have injected a random vial in you.
I would have got, because I'm just
Asshole.
like, because I'm just like, well, you never know, dude. You just gotta try it out.
Dude, no,
Come on, like, you only live one life.
That's true.
So
might as well accidentally make it shorter.
Yeah,
might as well, because what's the risk reward?
Very low.
Absolutely.
Unbelievably.
It's very low. It's actually it's almost.
I'll be a little bit stronger, or I'll have no balls and tits.
Yeah.
Or just take it to the doctor, be like, what do you think this is?
Yeah. Hey, can you check? Hey, give it the sniff test.
You guys have a test where you can just see what this is?
Yeah.
He's
like, no, I'm busy. I don't.
Yeah.
Can you put it in that weird Elizabeth Holmes? Yeah.
Oh, I've always that was always when I was younger.
I don't put some of my blood in there.
When I was like 8 years old, I was always like, man, when I grow up, I'm gonna fucking invent a machine where you can put something in it and it'll know what it'll know. And like, dude, that was my invention.
Yeah,
which I thought like no one had thought of, which is just the know everything machine.
Yeah,
which is insane to think that. But they still haven't made it, and I do think I do think I'm onto something. And now we just didn't have the technology, but now we're getting AI and shit. You get ChatGPT into some kind of. Or Claude. I'm a Claude man.
Who's Claude? I don't know.
Claude's from Anthropic.
I don't know.
It's just another
like
version
words.
of ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does Claude destroy more rainforest or the same amount?
I think a little bit less.
Okay, then that's fine.
Then
you've done
good advice.
The eco green choice.
Yeah, it gives good advice.
That's perfect. Dude, I remember I was in the car with my mom once when I was young, and was with mommy. I was in the car with mommy, and it was like pouring rain, and I was like, and so we had to like drive really slow, and I was annoyed because I was like, I want to get home and eat Doritos, like really bad.
What's better?
Like,
What's better
I
than
hate
that?
this. I hate being in the car. I want to be home eating Doritos, and I was like, I got it. We can fix all this if we just put like a big kind of plastic tube over every road that's ever existed, and we won't ever have to deal with weather. And it'll be awesome.
Oh, like cover it, like dome
so
everything.
you mean just a tunnel?
Just everything is a tunnel, but it's clear plastic, so you can still see it.
Interesting. I wanted to make almost like a meat thermometer, but instead of telling you the temperature, it tells you the like macros and protein and like it tells you everything.
I mean, that's actually also a really good idea.
Yeah. But you thought of that as an adult or like a
No,
child?
little boy.
You thought of that
You
as
were
a
already
little boy?
thinking about
Yeah.
macros as a little boy, dude?
Like what's in it? Yeah.
What the fuck?
I
Yeah.
I started thinking about macros about 8.5 weeks ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
I can tell,
also-
dude, it's working.
And
Fuck
I
yeah,
have
bro.
proof of this one because I used to like I thought of myself as like a little inventor.
I thought you were gonna say I used to lie a lot.
I used to think
I think a lot of little boys are all like, dude, I'm gonna be the next Edison.
Dude.
We all have those.
well, I thought of them like, okay, so I have a toothbrush, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And you put cartridges in the handle and you press the button and the toothpaste comes out from the head. And it's just there's no more needing to
Sounds
fucking grab
so
two things.
cool. And you're like, it's a great idea. And then in the engineering, it would probably be a fucking nightmare.
Sure. But then
But
3 years later someone made it. I
Wait,
saw commercials
what?
for it. Yeah, it exists.
so it can't be
Yeah.
good.
I guess not. It doesn't exist. It doesn't.
No.
I've never seen it, but I remember I drew it. Like I have
That's so
somewhere in
cool.
my family's
Yeah,
house.
That's
No,
that's
that's
your
real
Da
cool.
Vinci's notebook.
My
where
Da Vinci's
him,
notebook.
like the guy flying. Yeah, you made the Vitruvian Man.
Yeah,
Well,
the
I think it's
toothpick
more
in.
like you go like, this would be so cool. And then like 3 days later, you're going to brush your teeth and then you like put the toothpaste on and you're like, I mean, that took like 1 second.
Sure. That's the thing.
That's what happens. But you in
Yeah.
the moment, you're like, this would be fucking. But like, it's this is how the future works.
Yeah.
It's like when they think, you like take a tablet and like it gives you all your nutrients and like everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're like, yeah, but kind of the best part of life is eating.
One of
Yeah,
the
you're
best
like, I'm
parts-
still
kind of-
hungry.
Yeah, it is
You're like,
the
yeah,
best
sure, I've
part of
gotten all
life.
my nutrients. You've made vitamins. That's
Yes,
awesome.
yeah.
But I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm hungry. Okay?
Yeah. Also, me
And
hungry.
I'm me hungry. I need to eat.
Me hungry. Speaking of vitamins, let's jump right into energy drink corner.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Hey
yeah.
everybody, welcome to Energy Drink Corner. This
Oh,
week
wow.
we are trying Newtonic productivity drink.
Okay.
This is owned by James Smith, who's a YouTuber,
Who the
jiu-jitsu
fuck is
guy.
that?
Oh yeah.
And the other guy who does
Chris
a podcast,
Williamson.
Chris Williamson. This is their drink.
Do you guys know them?
Not personally.
Oh,
I like his videos.
cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
He does jiu-jitsu and he does like weightlifting stuff.
Oh,
Chris,
okay.
And Chris Williamson was on Love Island and has a podcast
Very
about
popular
how hard it
podcast.
is to be a man now or something.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
yeah,
Newtonic.
What's in it? We
oh.
got nootropics.
So we have, there's cognizin, riodola,
I can know
rosea,
Redola. Yeah, that's good. For your
Panax
hips, I think.
ginseng, L-theanine, and 120 milligrams of natural caffeine. This is their tropical ice flavor.
I mean, it sounds
Okay.
good.
Research-backed ingredients, boost cognitive function, zero sugar.
Let me guess. It
world's-
has a little asterisk next to boost cognitive function.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
World's first productivity drink, which is just a branding thing.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's-
No, we're the first one who called it that.
By the way, this isn't a sponsorship or anything, right?
No.
Okay,
no.
good. Just
Yeah,
checking.
yeah,
'cause
no,
I was
no, no.
like, I'm not trying to shit talk.
no. No one
No.
wants us.
And if we did, this
I
is
won.
I've never
Thank
seen
you.
this. Warning: consume response. Not this part. Limit 3 cans per day. Not recommended for children or pregnant women or people sensitive to caffeine. This is the part. This is a liquid dietary supplement and should not be confused with a conventional beverage. Conventional beverage
What
is
does that
interesting.
oh.
What's a conventional beverage?
I guess like
caffeine,
a-
Asian ginseng, L-theanine,
Don't say it
rhodola,
like that.
What, calling it Asian ginseng?
Yeah.
vitamin
I mean, you want American
B12,
ginseng?
Yeah.
pantothenic acid, biotin, folate, vitamin B, niacin, riboflavin, thiamine, sodium. Okay, so this is
That sounds good.
Yeah.
because there's 3. We've simplified it where there's 3 basic types of energy drinks.
Yeah.
There's the standard Monster chemical nonsense,
Love
right?
it.
Yeah.
Those are great.
I'm a
So
huge
awesome.
fan.
Love. Can't get enough of this
On
stuff.
the opposite end of the spectrum is the hyper. Do you want the can?
I'll take the can. Yeah, why
cool.
not?
There's the hyper healthy, like this has 15 grams of caffeine, and it's like
It's sweetened with stevia
Sweet-
and
yeah,
made
it
from
tastes like
tea.
shit.
Oh
It's
wow,
tree
it's
bark.
got a.
Whoa.
It is
strong.
and then
smell.
there's this, and I'll put goat fuel kind of in the same place where it's like this has a bunch of really genuine like good.
because goat fuel has like mushrooms.
Yeah,
stuff in
for
it.
sure.
It's got like lion's mane and shit.
Yeah,
in it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
things that are technically good,
But
for
like never enough to where you'll actually know it. Yeah.
right.
It's like how what is it like
Sounds
Poppy?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
sodas, they have like probiotics in them,
Oh,
but all
Poppy?
but all the sugar in them cancels out all of the
Yeah,
probiotic.
you'd have to have like 100 poppies for it to do
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah,
This
and I
smells
would.
very good.
It is, but it's very fragrant.
It is.
It's where I'm like,
This-
something was added to give this fragrance.
It smells a little like
Fuck, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah,
That it does. Is it? Because it smells a little like
pineapple
Wow. Sweet. How much sugar is in this?
zero.
0.
What? Okay.
We live in the future, bitch.
Yeah, because
drinking sugar now is insane. What are you, a fucking
it's
caveman?
sucralose.
I kind of like drinking sugar. Like
real sugar.
You are
having,
a contrarian.
Yes. Where I'm like, this is bad. I want to spike my...
your blood sugar? You want it to go like... Yeah. You're like, I want to feel something.
I want to be in a diabetic coma on the fucking M35 bus and just like...
It would take so long to cut your foot off, too.
Yeah.
You tall fucking weirdo.
The guy's like, last stop.
Yeah.
Last stop. And I'm just like...
Dude, one time when I was a little kid, I was on the school bus home and I just fell asleep on the bus because I was tired. And the guy, like 10 blocks later, was like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Fuck, we gotta get you home, dude. I almost stole you."
Because he just stole a kid.
He stole a kid.
Fuck, I stole a white child?
He's like, "Oh, fuck."
He was committing a crime and didn't even realize
It's
it.
going to be on a list.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck, I didn't fucking check. God damn it."
Yeah, I'm going to get... This is also like kind of neon yellow.
Yeah.
But... What is it? It's a passion fruit?
Yeah, it's like passion fruit, pineapple. There's a tartness to it I really like.
I like this a lot,
goes.
actually.
Did you see the...
Yeah, dude, go crazy on there.
And shout out to Emily. This was a gift
That's
for my
so
birthday.
Nice. Hey.
For my wish list. If for some
Shout
reason you
out.
want to get me something for my birthday, I have a wish list on my website,
When's your
nobalance.com.
birthday?
It was Wednesday.
Oh, dude. Belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much. 27. I look great.
Yeah.
27? Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Wait.
Yeah, I keep making the joke by going
Am I
really
24?
I go really far down, and then he will go, "Wait, what?" It's like, oh, I guess, yeah.
I don't think... If you said 29, people would be like, you look really good for 29.
Yeah.
At 27, people are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Wow.
This
okay.
is good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It only has 8?
Not terrible. Like, kind of crazy.
So it doesn't have any dyes.
No.
Wow. I'm really... I was ready for this to...
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought this was not gonna be.
Yeah.
Good.
New tonic. I want a rash guard. I saw you guys make them.
Yeah.
I gotta get my hands on a new tonic rash guard.
Yeah. No, this is
A
good. I
rash
do
guard.
feel much more productive already.
I feel so productive.
I feel like I'm ready to lock in now. I feel like Ashton Hall.
Ashton Hall, yeah.
I just,
And they do that. It's always the weird music where it's like,
Yeah.
like just some
whatever
random
that noise
alarm.
is.
A blender next door.
man, I like that a lot.
Cognizant is a registered trademark of Kiowa Hako Bio Company Limited. Okay, so it was made in a lab.
And I do at least like I know because there was that video that James Smith put out recently where he.
Who is James? I gotta
So
look
he's
this
the
guy
dude.
up.
Yeah, he's like a dude. I don't know. I like his stuff, but he put out a video where he basically got these like TikTok shop creatine gummies, and he was like, "There's no fucking way they are as potent as you say they are," and he paid to like send them to
test
like
them?
medical
And was he
testing.
right or no?
He was right. He was like, "There is nothing on there."
Oh, I love this dude.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
He's great.
Great
yeah,
personality.
So it's like,
real
so
funny.
I was like, okay,
He's the
I'm like,
shit.
at least he's like, I paid money.
he made placebo gummies.
Are they called
on
placebo
April 1st?
gummies?
Yeah. Oh, 5 days ago. Whatever 5 days ago
Yeah,
was.
April 1st.
That's funny.
Oh,
Sorry
that's
to interrupt you.
But no, but he's like, yeah, I
5
paid
days
money
ago
out of
was
my
March 31st. So
Oh,
wrong
shit.
day, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
It was he's in Australia, so it's
Okay.
Fuck. But yeah,
He
he's
was
like, oh, I paid he like paid his own money to get them tested. Be like, no, this is bullshit.
Is it actually bullshit?
And it is bullshit. Yeah. they're
Damn, I
not-
want him to be real because I would love a gummy, dude. I'm like
Yeah.
fucking 7 years old.
Dude, I know. I got some just like multivitamin gummies, and I was like, there's no way this is doing anything for me. I'm just waking up every day and having 2 pieces of candy.
You're like, just having candy in the morning. Yeah,
oh fuck! I gotta remember how my candy.
fuck!
today.
I guess I gotta have my little gummy treat.
yeah, it's like the whole Blue Chew thing. You're like, I mean, you're just
those work.
giving guys no. Yeah, I haven't tried them yet.
You haven't
but
tried 'em?
I've tried
Don't do
other
it.
versions.
Don't. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I was gonna say.
You guys got any here?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so. We
damn
had
it.
we had a good amount here, but they are.
Did they taste weird?
They taste a little
Chalky?
a little chalky.
Sure, it's a pill.
But it's like chewing on a.
But isn't it like gum?
No, it's
No,
not
it's
gum.
like it's
I
like
thought
a-
it was
no.
Blue Chew.
You could chew the pill, but it's a pill.
No, it's like
nothing-
a- you know-
I thought it was gum.
No,
wow,
no.
I've been living this entire life
thinking it was.
thinking that it's gum.
No, it's
Pill.
like
that
a-
you
it's
just
like
are
a-
at like you're just like with a girl. You're like, I'm gonna have a piece of gum, and she's like, you want some? You go like, I don't have any more, and then you just chew it.
It's $9 a piece of gum,
Yeah.
bitch.
I'll tell you this, because they're kind of like you know, like the Flintstones chewable vitamins.
Yes, no, I know.
It's like
I have
it's like
Vyvanse
that.
that's
Yeah.
chewable. Okay, so
It's like that.
Okay.
But they have a kind of like a distinct flavor to them. Not that I've taken dozens, but
not that I've chewed more than one.
Dude, I remember one time I chewed one like on the way to a woman's house for sure, and then I got there and we kissed. She's like, "Do you have candy or something on the way here?" And I was like, "Yes."
You go, "Yes, I had sweet tarts."
Absolutely. Yeah, I was eating a bunch of fucking candy on the way here because I'm a little boy. Anyway, do you want to have sex in an interesting way now?
Would you like? Just by the way, we need to have sex in the next 85 minutes, or else I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah. Or else happen a lot. Also, by the way,
or else I'm gonna start getting redder and redder. And you're gonna see it.
You know what? Sometimes I would take them and either I would take too much, or I would, because there have been times when I was like, because it was always a gamble where I'd be like talking to a girl and I'd be like, I think this is gonna go somewhere. So then I would go to the bathroom, pop one in. And then it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And then I would just go to sleep and wake up the next morning with
your bed sheets are cut open.
No, bro. With the worst headache ever, dude. It felt like someone literally was like, "Go to sleep," and because it's like a vasodilator, so it's your head just. Dude, I gave it to one of my friends once, who, by the way, he didn't need it. He just wanted to know.
Yeah.
And he was like, he texted me the next day. He's like, "Dude, I've been in bed all day. Like, my head's fucked up.
Dude.
It's like my heart's going over." Yeah.
Dude,
not the good one.
No.
Before I forget, we review these. So 1 out of 5 lightning bolts.
Okay, sorry. I'm completely.
No, I'm fine.
0, you hate it. 5 lightning bolts, you liked it so much, you're going to search it out online to order some for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my only issue with this. I wish it had more caffeine. For me to buy.
125 is kind of bitch shit to
it's
me.
like, it's right on the line, because like 150, I'm like, okay, that's like a monster. That's fine.
Monster's like,
but this is also smaller than a monster, than like a regular can of monster.
Monster's 200.
I'm like,
I don't know, because
Rain is 300.
Monster's 150.
Rain is crazy, bro.
Oh, the Monster was 200.
No,
you mean
Monster's
C4 is 200.
C4
but it has taurine in it.
Yeah.
Taurine is the shit that makes you feel like a god.
Yeah.
You have some of that, you're like, I'm good. The problem with 125 is you're just like, when I think of energy drink, I don't think of it the way I think of coffee, which is like when I have I'll have coffees throughout the day, and a coffee is usually 125 to 150, but it's not like fucking jet fuel injection.
Yeah.
When you have energy drinks, usually you feel a little bit more like, oh shit, like this is happening. And so if that's the case, I want it to have a lot of caffeine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so for this one to be, it almost feels like it's marketed as like you can have it at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And like
it's a productivity
use
drink.
it at work.
You'll be able to be better at working.
But like I kind of want to go for a run now. I don't want to like.
But also keep in mind, I'm not, they don't sponsor me like that, but I do like their product. It's not just the caffeine; it's the caffeine and these other things that maybe pull up and make you feel.
I do like the Cognizant,
bright and ready to go.
I'm Cognizant.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go 4.5.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I mean, I'm a big fan of the guy in general.
Yeah,
I think it's 4 and a quarter for me.
4 and a quarter.
He's hot.
Yeah.
All right. He's got a good accent. He's a brown belt.
Brown belt. He's good.
If I saw it at a store,
immediately,
now I would buy it.
I would get that instead of a Celsius.
You know what? No, 5. I'm gonna order some online. I'm probably gonna buy.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, 5. It's a 5.
Damn, it is. This flavor is really good.
Really good.
It's 4.5. Yeah, it's
really.
5.
Here's the thing. No, so we, if we're gonna grade, I gotta at least. We can't all be jacking it off.
No.
If it's good, if it's good, we should be honest.
If it's a little too of that hyper sweet to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again,
I like it, though.
I'm drinking these quickly because they're cold, they're crushable. They get room temperature quick, and that's when they get bad. So like I'm okay with this. Yeah, it's definitely a 4 for me. If I see it in the bodega, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Instead of the Celsius.
Because I didn't know if it would have that kind of like natural, like
green tea
natural,
extract.
energy drink, like kind of
it's
stevia
not,
taste. Like I don't want that.
Twigs,
but it doesn't have that. It does taste. It tastes good. It kind of is like, reminds me of, which is funny because he's from Australia, but it does kind of remind me of like the passion fruit Mother.
Interesting.
Mother is an Australian energy drink that I got obsessed with when I was going there.
Let me see.
It's insane.
I'll look this up real quick. Oh wow.
But it is like.
Yeah, it's a 5 for me.
Yeah, it's a 4.5, dude. It's really good.
This is a great pre-jiu-jitsu beverage because it gives you energy to do jiu-jitsu and the mind function to do it well.
That is a good jiu-jitsu beverage.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think this is not good for. This would not be good pre-gym for me. I think I need a little bit more like rocket fuel.
Yeah.
But I think maybe afternoon.
Oh God, Mother looks
dude.
dangerous.
It looks
racist.
it looks racist.
It does look
so good,
racist.
it's
It looks a
racist.
It
little
also
racist.
looks like fucking Four Loko.
Dude, yeah.
You got into this?
I got into that. Not the red can, dude. I'm not an animal. It was the yellow can.
Oh, sorry. You got into Frosty Berry or Passion?
Passion, yeah. I
Red
did.
can is just called original. What is it? Cola?
No, it's like it's not like Monster or Red Bull, but it's like just like it just tastes like like if you were like, what does an energy drink taste like? You're like this.
It's battery acid.
Yeah.
Battery acid.
But this would be a good second energy drink of the day for me.
It's a hilarious thing to say out loud.
Dude, yeah, well, because now
having 2 in a day is
because now what
it's not.
Well,
a
he
good
doesn't
day.
drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee
Why not?
because I drink 2 energy drinks every day.
You gotta have coffee, bro.
No, I don't. I
Coffee's
have
the
to have
best.
Rise. Loaded.
Rise?
I have Rise loaded blueberry lemonade pre-workout at 7 a.m.
That's psycho, dude.
300 milligrams of caffeine.
That's psycho.
And I put creatine.
Is
in
that
it.
why you look like this?
Yes, it is.
You're
No,
just not
this is
eating
new.
anything?
No, that's new.
No.
That's all hard work and
When
dedication.
did this happen?
Year ago?
Yeah, like
It's not Ozempi's?
No, dude.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Zero. My
Yeah,
man's
no,
pure
Bro,
hard.
you're
I've gone.
so...
I've gone mentally ill.
Yeah,
I'm gone now.
No, it's great, dude.
I don't care
You're
anymore.
skinny,
I'm
bro.
old.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
mentally ill and fat. Now you're mentally ill and skinny.
Yeah, so it's like fine,
I know. Has it made comedy harder?
dude. Yes,
Yes.
like in such an incredible way.
He gets it now.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
so,
It
it's
sucks.
First of all, I
It
lost.
sucks, bro, because like
I lost
you're
a-
still the same in the same head, but you don't have the slightly different, weird-looking face that
Nope.
makes it.
Because dude, when you're fat, you're allowed to be rude on stage.
Yeah.
Because
I
everyone
can't-
secretly is like, "Oh, his life sucks."
Sucks. His life sucks, dude.
Which is fucked up that
Yeah.
everyone has the thought.
I get no sympathy now on stage. I lost about 40 minutes of material. I lost a bunch of good
but
T-shirts. My life sucks.
Do you think you could get more girls or less girls? Probably more, but do you think some girls would be like, "Oh, I like it. He's got a little pudge."
Different
you know?
girls, yeah.
Yeah, different girls.
I think
You're not getting you might not get the same bang straight hair girls.
no. I don't know. It's not. It's. I don't think. Dude, here's the thing. Guys
You're
really.
ripped, bro. How much weight did you lose? Like
120 pounds. Yeah.
holy shit.
He lost
Yeah.
a perfect girlfriend.
You literally
Yeah.
lost a girlfriend.
I lost a girlfriend, and then you know what? I did that too.
You
I lost
losing a girlfriend
I lost
made you lose a girlfriend.
240
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because she left, and then I was like, "Oh, let's give it to her again."
That's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty cool. But now
You just look in the mirror and you're like, fuck yes, dude.
I know, dude.
Or
I,
are you like, I miss fat self?
I look in the mirror and I go, different guy. It is
Yeah.
like, it's not like a body dysmorphia thing, but it does feel like a weird like trick mirror thing sometimes where I go like, I'll be like looking in the mirror at the gym and I'm like, who's this fucking guy staring at me walking towards me? And I'm like, I'm looking at a mirror and I'm walking
Because
forward.
you still got fat guy in your head.
Yeah.
That's who your ego still thinks of you as that
Dude,
guy. And you got to keep that, bro, because that'll make you funnier.
I know, but dude, it sucks.
Because if you tell yourself you're a hot guy,
No.
you got to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get treated like shit, all right?
Dude.
Remind
Yeah,
yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Remind yourself you're scum.
You're a person.
Dude,
yeah.
dude.
Wow.
I know. About once a week, I got to go on the bus just to get,
Yeah.
just to make sure
Oh,
everyone's
that's the best
like,
thing
yeah.
in New York. You go on the bus and just be like, I'm dog shit. Okay.
You're like,
yeah.
oh, you're putting your cigarettes out on me. Interesting.
interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you're
choose the middle
playing your-
seat on the plane on purpose to humble myself.
Everyone is having a conversation out loud. I
Yeah.
honestly can't even get mad about it.
Yeah.
I want to, but I can't.
Dude, on the bus, you're like, hey, could you stop talking over this guy's Bluetooth speaker, please?
Yeah. I'm trying to hear his song.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
this
trying
is-
to hear
this
Bad
shit's
Bunny
good.
and you're fucking up. Yeah.
I got on the bus, and the bus was basically empty. There was a couple people on the bus, and when I got on the bus, like it filled. Like basically everyone on the bus was with me. And there's someone having
is my crew.
And there's someone on the bus having a very loud conversation, right? And they're on the bus already for a while. And stops happen, and little by little, everyone realizes that person is completely just talking to themselves. And everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And finally they get off the bus, and you could hear like a sitcom style, like, whoo,
Yeah.
like relief because this insane person got off the bus
Dude,
finally.
I'm always so curious about that when someone is insane on public transportation and then they get to their stop and they just get off. like they've been, like they've
They
been
have enough
insane.
cognitive function to be
Yeah.
like, oh, this is where I have to go.
Oh, fuck, I
They're
live
like,
here.
and 5G makes you think you're a bird, and they're like, oh,
Oh,
Third
shit,
Avenue.
Myrtle, that's me. Yeah, I gotta go. Gotta go real
Third
quick.
Avenue, I guess. That was
Yeah,
pardon me.
need to survive.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that has their sense of direction has overtaken their schizophrenia
That's beautiful.
for a second, which I think is beautiful. It's humans need to survive.
There's a metaphor there.
yeah.
We haven't found it, but
I'm not-
there definitely is a metaphor.
And then
that-
if I
Someone
ever,
else.
and if
We
I
will
ever,
prevail.
if I ever find it, you'll see it in an Instagram reel in 6 months or something
oh
like that.
my god! Wow. Okay. Have you? Not to make this all about
No,
you being
I
like
love-
hot and
I
skinny.
love making it all
but,
about me.
he already
Diego's
knows.
been hot and skinny.
Diego's
I
been-
no problem. I'm so happy he's getting his flowers.
And I don't even resent him anymore. I used to resent him a lot.
I love that you can admit that. Yeah.
Oh my god!
But you guys never. You guys were never like. Did you guys ever have a moment where you were like kind of hitting on the same girl?
And then, all the time.
Really? Because I was going to be like,
we've only ever.
But you guys never. The girls going for you you were not the girls going for Diego. I think, right?
Sometimes. It's not as clear as because we're both personality-wise very similar.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I think, because I also do think that the women that would go for both of us, what happens was Diego would turn them down, and then they would. It's like when you go to like a store and they're like, oh shit, like they're like, oh, we're actually out of the salted chocolate chip cookies, but we have the ones without the salt.
Oh yeah,
and they go like, yeah, it's almost exactly what I want.
Here.
It's so close.
They get to our apartment like I'm already here.
I'm already here. I guess whatever. He wouldn't let me in, but the other one will.
He has a nose ring.
Yeah.
Dude. But now you don't need the nose ring.
I don't need the.
Now you don't need it, bro.
Dude, I literally
before that was adding.
I literally started talking. I just started talking about this on stage, where I'm like, I gotta fucking get rid of this.
It's funny because it's true. Because before you were like, gotta add some interesting things about, and now you're just like, Dude, I swear to God, I was talking about this the other day with my friend. I was like, I don't have to dress nice anymore. Yeah, like I can just wear like t-shirts that have like holes in them and shit. I don't have to wear like button-up shirts and it's cool. It is cool, but sometimes when a like really in shape guy dresses nice, it is kind of like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you can't.
You got
like
no.
Are you Ashton Hall? You know what I mean? Not like just chill. It's like
save some pussy for the rest of the life.
I don't want to look like Conor McGregor.
You don't need to also be fitted. I mean, Conor McGregor. What the fuck happened to him, bro?
Insane.
I mean, his face is a different shape.
Yeah,
that's just mad HGH, right?
Mad HGH, and also drinking a ton. That's a
coke bloat.
It's
He's
a lot of things
psycho,
happening.
dude.
Yeah.
And I love watching.
I don't like him.
Not now because he got real racist.
But there was a point where I remember hearing about Conor in like 2010. Like he was a really good fighter. But there was an interview where this is before he became famous, and he said, "If I have to trade my sanity for enough money that my kids never have to worry about anything, I'll make that trade every day of the week." And it happened.
God,
and it happened.
You know what's crazy? I, as a man, kind of respect it.
That's the thing. I respect it.
I heard that. And I got a little fired up, but here's the thing: I've traded my sanity for nothing,
for no money,
for nothing.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I traded my sanity for a couple $1,000s getting absolutely tanked by the tariffs this week.
Yeah,
my Robinhood, and what the fuck,
dude? I'm not joking. I started buying stocks 6 months ago.
Fuck yeah.
I got fucked.
Yeah,
dude.
me too, dude.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, I started listening. I was like, okay, yeah, like it's time to be a responsible adult.
Yeah, my friend,
what happened, bro? You got skinny, and you're like, I got to get my life in order. And then
I bought some Bitcoin. I bought some stocks. I got
hammered.
I got fucked.
But it's okay. It'll.
I'm fine. Here's the thing. I didn't spend enough for it to really matter.
I got you.
But I did. I am still like. Also, I bought all my stocks on, you guessed it, Cash App. I bought all my stock.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yes, you do.
Cash App is only for trading. Is only for doing drugs.
Nope. I bought Bitcoin and S&P 500 stocks on Cash App, and every day I log into Cash App and they go, "Oh, did you steal someone's phone and want to add this?" And I go, "No, sorry. I just want to see my Bitcoin."
He bought a stock that just said S&P 500. It's not even an ETF or anything. It just says the name of.
Some guy texts you every day. It's doing good.
Bro, it's lower.
Bro. Hey, bro, you need to send me more money, dog.
It's lower.
It's not doing well. Yeah. It's just some guys, Steven and Peter. And
She's like, Steven and Peter are like, please stimulate the economy. Please.
We need more. Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, the nose ring,
dude,
like, because fatter guy nose ring, cool. Yeah, he might be like kind of alternate, like, like what's it about? Skinny in shape guy nose ring, you're like, bye? You know what I mean? Like, what's the it's interesting how it changes.
Dude, yeah. It is, but I'm like,
no, but you committed. You're. It's like, you know what it is. You're grandfathered in.
I've had it for
you had it. You're
That's fair.
grandfathered in.
Fair.
I've had it.
It's like,
but I do have to explain that to new people. I have to be like, I've had this for a long time.
Like, by the way,
I was fat as shit, and it really the same ring used to hug my nose really hard, and now I've lost
it used to not be. It used to kind of just be in there.
Yeah, now it's baggy.
It's kind of like how I'm like I'm grandfathered in with glasses. Like if I get LASIK, if I want to wear glasses, I feel like I have the right to.
Yeah.
But when people just wear glasses for the like aesthetic of it, and they don't, I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's your take. That's like being in a wheelchair and not needing one. the exact same thing.
It's exactly
100%. That's stolen valor. The exact same thing as when, because you know how people get in wheelchairs and pretend that people would do that all the time.
I would do that.
The aesthetic, by the way.
If I
what
could,
the fuck am I talking about?
If I could do that at the airport, I would though.
I will say, dude, if one of my friends showed up in a wheelchair and I'm like, "The fuck are you doing?" and he's like, "I just think it looks kind of cool," I would be like, "It does look kind of cool."
Yeah.
It's
like
he's like
he starts he read the game and he's like, "No, I'm peacocking, bro."
Oh yeah,
Bro, I'm
it's a
peacocking. I'm in a
conversation
wheelchair,
starter.
and women are gonna be like, "What's up with you?" And you're gonna be like, "I don't know."
Yeah. but he really commits. We're like at dinner, and he like goes to get in the chair, and he does the thing where he like moves his leg, and I'm like, dude, he practiced. Like this is actually.
He has the blanket around him like FDR.
He has really, you can't see it under his pants, but he has 2 belts over each quad,
100%.
and so his dead legs fall asleep.
Literally,
Really
he's
hang.
like, I gotta just go over.
Yeah, he's negging a woman by rolling into her constantly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up with your
my
face?
bad.
Sorry, it's just I can't get around you because how big you are. So I wish I could, but you're a real roadblock here,
Or
sweetheart.
he did it just so that he could use the handicap stalls.
Dude, last time I was on a plane, I was like, I gotta figure out a way to get to the airport with a cast on and take it off when I land because I fucking hate seating last.
Wait, I just realized
We gotta get money.
I've never. We do got to get money.
Yeah.
We got to get money from fucking Stephen Peter.
Yeah, dude,
Stephen Peter 500. I've never seen someone on an airplane in a wheelchair.
Really?
They like do they just put the wheelchair in the back?
No, so they wheel to the gate.
Yeah.
They go on first, right? They usually have a
picked up.
wheelchair. They get put in. Their wheelchair gets put in the bottom a lot of times.
Okay.
And there's like a kind of like a situation where you either get put in your seat with a separate wheelchair that stays in the airport, kind of a thing. To my knowledge, that's how I've seen it. I don't know if that's everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed it because I was imagining that the flight attendant's like, all right, here you go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I got a pee button.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm like. I don't think I've like I can't remember a time where I went to go to the lavatory.
Okay.
And there was someone in a wheelchair either going there and I know they're not being put on other planes. Like that's
insane.
that'd be crazy. They
should
don't
put
have
on a fucking island
they don't have
somewhere.
an ADA plane.
No,
Even though
no.
would be nice.
It would be nice.
If they, because they had like on the bus where like the seat comes up and they have more. It would be nice for them to have a little.
Yeah.
Like, so they have a plane wheelchair.
From the one time I've seen it,
Okay,
I saw the person's wheelchair. Like they did a swap.
got it.
Their personal wheelchair went under the plane.
Like gets
Yes.
checked underneath. Yeah.
They got switched over into the airport's
Imagine
shitty
they lose
wheelchair.
your wheelchair.
Dude. Yeah. You
I've seen people that they get complain because their wheelchairs get ruined. They get thrown around and stuff.
Oh, if they're
It's like-
electric and some shit, yeah.
yeah. And then
Okay,
they gotta
so it gets put under, and then
Yeah.
But then they set to sit the entire time. They don't get. I don't know how
yeah,
they go to
and
the
it's
bathroom.
like because I'll see it sometimes
like
because
falling to the-
they're usually the
Don't worry
last.
about me.
Yeah, they're like the last to get off the
I don't
plane.
need help.
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
My arms. You wouldn't believe how strong my arms are.
Or they're like, hey, all right, the person who has a wheelchair is going to go to the bathroom. Everyone move your arms off your armrest because they're going to
Yeah.
do like a monkey bar
Yes,
system.
take your foot
Oh.
out of the aisle.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that-
I think it'd be fun if they just kind of like front rolled, like
We're going to
had enough momentum.
The
I mean-
pilot points up for
yeah,
5 minutes.
exactly.
You're right. That
Just
would
tip
be,
it up. They go, hey, give it the lavatory tip,
Yeah.
and they kind of just pull them.
Yeah, wow. I guess I've never
No, you're good point. No, it's a
seen.
solid
I've seen.
point.
I see. The problem is, I've seen people been wheeled up to the plane doors.
Yeah.
but I haven't seen someone in a wheelchair in the aisle trying to go to the bathroom or anything. And I'm just like, how the fuck do they? Because there's no way they're holding it the entire time.
It would be inhumane.
It would, and also there's not like there's no wheelchair aisle. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, exactly.
Because then everyone would try to get that
That
aisle.
seat, yeah.
Because it would have extra leg room.
Of course.
So what the?
Well, it's an exit row, kind of.
It is an exit.
The what's the word? Emergency
Bulkhead?
exit. row.
Emergency exit. Yeah.
Is it-
Whatever.
Are you paying extra for that ticket every time?
No,
Are you shoving
flights,
yourself? Yeah.
Sometimes
Okay.
I will. If it's like $50-$60, I'll be like, oh. But if it's like $120,
Yeah.
no. Or
Not
sometimes
worth
I'll
it.
go up to the flight attendant and be like, I go.
Look at me.
I'll be like, look. Yeah, I will be like,
Look at me.
I don't like to use the height a lot.
Yeah.
But I will be, and then I'll drop the number too. I won't just say I'm tall.
You gotta
I'll
say
I'll go.
6'6"?
Like I'm 6. I go like, if you could, but I'll always do it in the like kind of
Yeah.
bitch way where I'm like, like if you could, like these 6'6" legs would really thank you. And then I'm just like immediately a dad.
Are you carrying a basketball too, just in case?
I'm like, just so you know, you would really
show them your phone, but
it.
you're holding it height wise because you're big fucking.
I'm like, you want to see
hands?
me dunking, and it's just me failing at dunking.
You Photoshop a ladder.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, it's expensive, bro.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
expensive.
it's too much.
Quickly.
But that's the thing where I'm like, that's the only time I feel bad for tall guys is plane.
Yeah,
Everything
I get
else.
furious when I see a short person in the exit row. I am like under a certain.
What's short to you? What's the tallest on the short end?
I'm saying, honestly.
Go ahead. Don't.
Well, how tall are you guys?
I'm like 5'11".
You're 5'11".
Yeah, 6 foot.
So when you're in a normal economy, do your legs feel squished? Do you feel okay?
I could touch. It's touching.
Even yours are?
Yeah,
because
my legs
mine
are-
for sure are.
My legs are touching.
well,
They're
then
not being pressed.
I was gonna say 5'11" or below.
Yeah.
would kind of piss me off. But if your knees are already touching the back of the seat, then I guess it's okay.
Definitely depends on the plane for me, but like this last weekend when I was flying, it was I had to like figure out how to get my bag so I could like shove my legs under, because I was like, okay, so there's definitely like a thing at the front of the seat, so I can shove my legs far underneath,
all the way under. Yeah, but
I
then
can
some people sit like this. They put their feet all the way back.
Yeah, so
and they tuck them back. I don't know how. First of all, how does anyone sit like this? This is
6
uncomfortable.
hours.
It's fucking your hip flexors up.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. And then my feet touch the front of their feet, and then it's uncomfortable because it's like I've just invaded their space.
stabbing
But you
you.
want to
Yeah.
be like, dude, move.
Yeah, but you're like, hey, I need this. I'm sorry.
There
I'm
has
very
been
tall. Please don't recline.
there have been times when someone's like leaned the seat back, and it's taken everything in me to not just be like, dude, don't.
I was on a flight once. I sat next to a guy who was
Go on.
pretty heavy at the time. He
was gigantic?
He was incredibly fat.
Got it.
And there was a kid in front of him, like a 15-year-old kid in front of him, and the kid like leans the seat back, and this guy starts full force punching the back of the seat. He's just going wham, 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 not saying a word.
Wow.
He doesn't say anything.
Not saying anything, just
Wow.
punching the seat as hard as he could.
He's mad.
He's
Yeah.
mad, but it's
It's a
like,
lot
hey,
of life
he was
coming out of
spazzing
this
out,
boy.
yeah. Oh yeah, but
I
it
mean,
is
he's
like,
got all
hey,
that
man,
energy from the food he's eating, so he's
Dude,
got taking it all out.
He's got a lot of energy running around in his body. Most of it
Wow.
is from, I would say, French fries and soda
yeah,
pop.
from the 6 Danishes he's had
Dude,
before.
I wish.
Because I mean, that guy is committed to being.
Dude, I think about it now. How much food you have to eat to stay like, when you see like the 600-pound life people, where I'm like, how many calories a day you have to do to sustain that?
Bro, they're
insane.
It's a full-time job.
Dude, because
They're
now,
committed. You need to put a little more respect
They're
on this
fully
tone.
committed.
dude,
Yeah,
I'm
they
committed
really-
too. I have a fucking food scale I use.
I know.
It's rough.
Oh, dude, I remember that. I used to do that.
Food scale is not good.
Food scale is rough, but you are kind of like, I'm doing something.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I want abs.
But now that aren't you at the? When do you think you'll be able to not use the food scale? Soon?
I would say 2 to 3 weeks before I die. Yeah.
You know what sucks, and I don't know if you experience this, when you talk about any of this to a girl, and they're just like, "Well, you just have an eating disorder," and you're like, "Don't ruin this for me."
Yeah.
Why would you?
You're like-
why are you taking this away from me? I'm enjoying this.
You're
And they're like, "That's like ED behavior," and you're like, I got a different kind of ED.
And that's when we go BlueChew.com.
Yeah. Back to
How many
Blue
calories
Chew.
are in a damn Blue Chew? I'm putting a Blue Chew. I'm putting a Blue Chew on the food scale.
Blue
the
Chew's
macros are great.
Blue Chew's negative calories because
Yeah.
your heartbeat is thumping.
Dude, I've never been more vascular in my entire.
Never
Dude,
been
I
more
look
vascular.
like fucking Hulk Hogan when I take a Blue Chew.
It's and you got to be like, you ever start like sweating? You take one, you're like talking to a girl, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna like, I'm just like a little hot right now.
It's just hotter than normal in here for some reason.
So no,
Place I've never
because
been
whenever
before.
I would talk about like just trying to be really healthy, I would have like I had multiple women be like, oh, I mean, you just have an eating disorder, and I would be like, don't
It's not nice to
put
do
that onto
Yeah.
me
first of all,
because I'm enjoying this.
I'm
having a good
locked
time.
in.
Yeah.
You're mistaking eating disorder with being locked in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I wasn't. I wish I was not locked in.
I wish I
but-
could live like you.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Slapper plates over.
Sorry, I have an app that I put in exactly that a banana is 90
Yeah.
calories.
First of all,
Okay?
he's my fitness pal.
yeah, it's my fitness
Not my
pal.
fitness enemy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's my friend and he makes me feel good. And it isn't. I don't hate it when they say that's a lot of carbs in those
Yeah.
rice cakes you ate. I go, it's rice cakes. They
Rice
can't
cakes.
be bad for you.
It's not fucking good
You have a
for
cheat day?
No.
No.
I don't. So I'm like pretty good. When I go on the road, I take my foot off the gas a little bit because I'm not bringing the food scale on the road. So I just try to be like, I'm like, okay, I'll be okay.
Just holding it in your hand. Or like,
yeah, and I go like, okay, I guess I'll eat 20 Beyond Burgers at the Comedy Club this weekend.
And that's
because they're free.
So
stupid not to.
And then I just do an hour and a half on the treadmill at the hotel because I don't have anything else to do.
You're right. That's not bad though.
It's not bad.
That's a little zone too.
Yeah. I'm incline walking. I'm not running. Come on.
Walking.
Yeah.
So now I hope this doesn't happen, but it might. You relapse.
I can't.
What's the no?
Oh yeah.
What's the What's the relapse day?
What do I relapse?
I'm saying you wake up and you look in the mirror and you go. I'm not talking about drugs and alcohol.
No. Yeah.
Food. The other one's
okay.
A much more sinister story.
Yeah.
Food.
So,
you wake up and you go
Heroin.
Fuck
yeah. Okay. So
Mikey's about to have a fun day.
The meals go crazy.
Yeah.
So then so we're going breakfast.
Gotta start thinking.
Smart. You gotta start with breakfast.
Yeah, you gotta start, dude. A lot of
You're like, I start with dinner.
Yeah. Wake up, meatloaf.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, wake up. I'm going. I'm not even eating real food for breakfast. I'm going like pastries and donuts. Like it's not. I'm not even. There's not a plate involved. Everything I'm eating is wrapped in wax paper.
Oh, you can eat everything with one hand.
Because here's the thing. I'm walking. I'm getting my steps in. I'm closing the circles on my iPhone. It's fine.
You're trying to get to so many different bakeries that you don't have time.
I do not have time. I'm going so many donuts. It's insane. Pastries.
Are you having a coffee with a bunch of milk
he doesn't
and
drink
sugar?
coffee.
No, I know, but I'm saying on that day,
no.
Are you being like, I'm having a double like Dunkachino?
No, dude, I'm eating a raspberry cruffin, which is a croissant muffin, and I'm drinking a Monster.
Oh my!
I'm drinking a Monster Blue Hawaiian.
That's my last day,
dude. Yeah, and that's how I'm starting it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
great.
starting it that way, and then for lunch, I'm getting some kind of incredible I'm getting like a Reuben with like cheese fries.
Oh my god!
And then also probably after that, maybe they have a cookie in the case or something there. I'm having that, and then dinner would be.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude. And then dinner.
So you're just crying all day.
I know, and I feel great, by the way. And then dinner is. I am seeing if they do free refills on garlic bread at the restaurant. I go, can we get another rat? So I'm doing I'm getting a Caesar salad. I'm getting a bunch of garlic bread, and then I'm getting some kind of vegan chicken parm with pasta.
That's what I had on my birthday.
Yeah, I'm having that. And then afterwards, obviously, the most tiramisu you could ever see in your entire life.
Wait a second. You're going... Were you vegan before?
I've been vegan for 17 years.
Fuck, because I was gonna be like, you gotta go full off the. But now you can't go off the vegan wagon. No.
I'd be so sick. Yeah. No.
Okay. So you. Yeah. Damn.
Also, maybe I can get some onion rings in there somewhere.
100%.
You gotta get some onion rings somewhere,
dude.
And also, every drink you have
full sugar Coke,
at least 300 calories,
dude. I had a calorie-ed drink recently, and I was like. Interesting.
Yeah.
Felt crazy. Pocari Sweat.
Oh, Pocari Sweat fucking goes.
Pocari Sweat is like Japanese Gatorade.
Bacardi Sweat?
Pocari.
Oh, Pocari.
It's called Pocari Sweat.
It's phenomenal.
It's like a Japanese electrolyte drink. But I went to like I went to a
it's
kind of milky,
now.
But I went to like
it's kind of milky.
It is, yeah.
Now you really got my attention.
In color, consistency goes like Gatorade.
But
I was at like a Japanese kind of like spa, and they had it like they had like a water, like a Berkey water filter, and then like a Pocari Sweat like dispenser.
Wow,
fuck, that goes hard.
And it was a little watered down,
fucking great,
which was awesome.
Because
I was like, then it's fine. But I was like, well, I'm sweating out so much. I need a little bit of electrolytes.
It's a pretty good day.
It's a pretty good day.
And I'm drinking probably 12 to 15 cans of full sugar Coke.
And you're not getting a liter bottle. You're getting the cans.
No, I want cans. I'm gonna have 6 of them in my tote bag so I can walk around with them.
Oh, you're gonna have a tote.
Yeah, dude.
You're gonna have a tote.
Dude, of course.
Tote.
And if I'm being honest, that's probably not all. There has to be other stuff in there too.
Oh,
potato chips.
Then it'll be dealer's choice.
Dude, you'll be
chips
and dip.
100%. You'll be impromptu.
Or switch out the Italian and make it Mexican, and I'm eating a shit ton of chips and guac, and then like a giant burrito, and then something else. Like,
I love that.
Dude, yeah. Maybe one day I'll let myself do that.
Hey, who knows?
I don't think so.
The only problem, because the thing is, you go down that.
I am. That's the thing is like now I'm at the point of like weightlifting where I'm like it would actually benefit me to gain some weight.
Yeah,
because it'll help me put on muscle, but I can't get there mentally.
Not yet.
It's hard.
Not yet.
Yeah,
baby steps,
I can't
because
I'm like, oh, if I gain, if I put, well, because dude,
trying to keep him realistic.
Well, this is the thing because he's like, he was always very nice to me about my weight the whole time because I was always fat.
Yeah,
but now I am not.
So now he can.
Now he can, if I get fat again,
he can call you fat.
He can.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of
you.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Like he can really. It's
you're
really,
gonna open the door one day and go, "Hey man, sorry," and you're like, "What?" Like, I love you. I start fucking beating the fuck out of you.
Physical consequences if I get
He's just
fat.
like holding a chip bag. He's like, the fuck is
it's like that scene in the 25th Hour where you're like, "I need you to beat me up."
Can I get fat at 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can get fat after your first kid graduates high school.
Okay.
You're not gonna have a kid.
Yeah, I'm never gonna.
Are you not gonna have kids?
If I have no, dude, I'm too old. I'm done.
Then yeah,
50 something. Yeah.
After your first divorce.
Okay, that's gonna happen. So I'll does an annulment count?
Way too long.
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated.
Dylan, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Really appreciate Where can people follow you and come see you?
Dude, find me online, Dylan J. Palladino. It's easy.
He's so funny. He's our friend. He's so good.
It's such a good time.
Oh my God. Follow Micah Brucey at Micah Brucey.
Follow Diego Lopez at this Diego Lopez.
Patreon.com/a-little-time-pod for all the episodes and bonus episodes. $5 a month, and you get to support us in the studio, which was also not free.
That's such a good deal.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.